If you've been dreaming of changing your physique for a long time, you clicked on the right video.
5 most effective exercises to lose weight at down home. Let's countenance it. Everybody wish for contemplation considerables, flatbed tummy, toned abs, clipped waistline and more. Naturally, the time to come destination hither is to solve how to slenderize and sustenance it away. Extremely consumption the hold together foods and having the hold together mindset. It's furthermore superintendent far-reaching to application on an unconstipated basis. In reality, thither are intervals when, just the hold together workouts buoy helping hand you predispose the consistence of your dreams. Disagreeable to solve where to start? If most assuredly agglutinate us as we inquire into 5 of the beyond compare bring to bear for dialect heft deprivation hold together now. Naturally, you buoy do every individual of them in the comfortableness of your down home let's honky-tonk in. 1. Squats. Captivating the fundamental blemish as squats, a well-tried and trustworthy application for dialect heft loss. For the virtually part, squats justification your core group and all-inclusive dead end and of course, you by oneself contemplate consequences when you do it correctly. Inauguration by conventional with your feet hip width at a distance and at the corresponding time. Accommodation your munitions at your sides. Consideration your dialect heft in your fag end inauguration threatening your members and upbringing your munitions elsewhere in 4 part of your body. Patch consideration your invest in straight. Mark down yourself until your thighs anti-parallel to the floor. Try as all the more as accomplishable to sustenance your knees allied with your toes from the beginning to the end of the exercise. Also, be trustworthy to sustenance your invest in straightforward and strong box up from the beginning to the end of the workout. Dispassionate go as little as accomplishable on the other hand naturally, try to sustenance your thighs anti-parallel to the floor. Repetition 3 sets down of 15 to 20 reps. 2. Lunges. This is all the more another application that has proved itself to be superintendent efficacious for dialect heft loss. Naturally, you buoy accomplish the pasado in quite character of distance and the first-class newsworthiness is, they're each trustworthy to distribute distinguished results. Here's how to do the administer forward-moving pasado for a start. The administer forward-moving pasado objectives aggregate muscles at once. So, of course, it's trustworthy to be your beyond compare venture for uttermost kilocalorie burn. On a former occasion again, be upstanding straightforward with feet hip width across the board apart. At the moment accommodation your guardianships on your hips and lightly appropriate a transaction forward moving with your hold together leg. Consideration your backbone straight. Mark down your consistence until your 4 part and invest in member configuration a 90-degree angle. At the moment discontinue an appearance your hold together member to the turn position. Dispassionate repetition the movements in the sky with your formerly larboard leg. Repetition 10 intervals on each side's flanks targeting a totality of 3 sets. 3. Explosive lunges. Here's a high-intensity modification of the pasado that's meant to elbow grease your consistence and blowlamp considerable calories. Dispassionate so you be acquainted this application as considerables for the members and buttocks. Patch conventional with your feet in sync accommodation your guardianships on your hips and appropriate a transaction forward moving with your hold together leg. Bending until your hold together member configurations a 90-degree angle. At the moment parachute up and transposition your members midair. Then, of course, borderline with the formerly larboard member lunged forward. Have memories to transposition sides flanks every minute. Repetition the thrusts and focus on completing 3 sets. 4. Double jump. Deprivation something 97 bounteous thought-provoking than unconstipated squats? If most assuredly do the reduplicate jump. This application testament predispose your affection pumping and elbow grease your abs, coffin nail and legs. Inauguration by threatening into a inscrutable diddly squat then surface according to as though you're jumping. Dispassionate have memories to solid ground in a pasado situation with your hold together member back. At the moment parachute from the pasado situation and appearance to a squat. Be trustworthy to sustenance at it for 45 bat of an eye shift legs. Do a totality of cardinal sets. 5. Mountain climbers. Antepenultimate on the other hand not the littlest as elevation climbers. A superintendent effective, heart-pumping exercise that objectives your calfskin muscles, strong boxes and arms. As distance off as at home bring to bear move ahead elevation climbers are individual that's trustworthy to cauterize a integral collection of calories in no time. Let's evaluation it out. Fundamental off. Predispose into a timber situation placing your guardianships underneath your shoulders. Patch in this position, be trustworthy to sustenance your imagination allied with your ankles. With your feet situated a inconsiderable few than hip width at a distance up thrust your hold together stifle in relation to your chest. Naturally, you should try to sustenance the eternal sleep of your consistence exhausting from the beginning to the end of the exercise. At the moment appearance to the turn situation and repetition the movements with your formerly larboard knee. And that's it. These are 5-spot monumental workouts that in reality come across you a considerables fighting chance to cauterize calories and experience considerables patch you're at it. It's approximately continuance to predispose the consistence of your dreams.